as your child or grandchild heads off to college, you feel a sense of relief, and of course, you feel sad too. You've purchased the dorm room supplies, and you're prepared to drive, fly, or otherwise get them to the church on time. The school on time. Is there something else to consider? Here to talk about one last bit of planning before your child or grandchild heads off to school is my law partner, Mike Solomon. So welcome back, Mike.
Yes.
Now, Mike, your kids are already gone to school and they're done, so you're a pro, personally and professionally.
Right.
So what advice do we have for our parents and grandparents?
Well, as your children get older, you have less and less control. I found out, by the way, it's around 2 years old, you start losing control. But anyway, by the time they're 18, they become legal adults, and you need permission. You can't do what you've been doing up to that point. You can't call the doctors, you can't deal with their banking or anything like that.
Okay, so assuming your child actually wants your help, what do you need to do?
Well, there are three important documents you should focus on. A healthcare power of attorney with a HIPAA document, financial power of attorney, a durable power of attorney, and a last will and testament. Those are the three important documents.
Okay, so can you explain what these documents actually are for?
Well, the healthcare power of attorney is a document that gives you the right to make medical decisions for your child once they're 18. When they're under 18, of course, you always have that right. But once they turn 18, you can't talk to their doctors or anything about any of their medical issues. If you have that document, if they're unable to make the decisions themselves, then you can make those decisions. If you don't have that document, let's say they're off in college and they have a medical problem, you can't do anything. You'd have to get a guardian. You have to get guardianship appointed.
Oh, boy.
And that takes time and effort and money to make medical decisions for them. Same thing with a HIPAA document. The healthcare power of attorney with a related HIPAA document will allow you to look at their medical records so you can make an informed decision.
Okay. How about paying bills and accessing your child's or your grandchild's financial information?
Well, it's the same sort of thing. Up till 18, you're able to pay their bills. They can't sign a contract. You do all their financial stuff. Once they're 18, they're an adult. You don't have a right to go to the bank and find out what's going on with their bank account. You can't deal with the colleges regarding payments of tuitions or anything like that. You need a financial power of attorney. Most people are familiar with it. They probably do it already for themselves, but for your kids or grandkids so that you can make legal decisions for them. And if it's a parent, you might want both parents on the document, so if one's not available, the other can do something.
Because they sure want you paying their bills, right? That's right? So that sounds really important for the healthcare and financial. But you mentioned a last will and testament. Why?
Well, this maybe is third on the list. They're 18, so there's less of a risk, but a last will and testament will address what happens if they pass away. Now, if they pass away without a will, you can still do it, but it's much more cumbersome. So it's better to have a will if you can get one done.
Okay, and on a different note, I understand that you're going to be participating in some seminars coming up.
That's right. We're doing some seminars with the Lineweaver Financial Group, a sponsor of the show. We have it coming up in a few weeks. It's in Beechwood at the Hyde Park Restaurant. They're going to have three panelists, myself, Jim Lineweaver, and someone else from his office talking about financial issues, estate planning, tax issues, all sorts of things that are relevant to people. I've done it before. They fill these things up fairly quickly, so you ought to call with the number on the screen there, hopefully, and make a reservation.
And maybe you should throw in a few things for the parents and grandparents
That's
for their
right.
children
That's
and
right.
grandchildren,
That's
like
right.
we've talked about today. Seminar sounds great, but getting back to today's topic, if you have a child or a grandchild that's approaching adulthood and heading off to college, now is the time to consider these important documents. And you need to reach out to your estate planning attorney to help guide your child or grandchild. Now remember, it is their choice though, but you need to help them make the best one. For help, give Mike a call at the number coming up next.
Call Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.ssnplaw.com.
Thanks for joining us. On next week's show, we'll identify innovations in breast cancer treatment. Then, baby boomers are exploring a new employment option to raise their retirement revenues. We're on the job with more info. And enrollment from Medicare Advantage programs is now open. Imagine that. We'll cover what they cover. Until then, though, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
If you'd like to join our kitchen conversation, visit our website, www.goldenopportunities.tv. Like us on Facebook. Call us at 440-742-GO-TV or email us at kitchen@goldenopportunities.tv. We'd love to hear from you.
Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.